Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. As you read the story of David, especially in the time when he's being persecuted by Saul, and then you cross-reference the Psalms that correspond to what David was experiencing with Saul as he was being persecuted. Time and time again, David is giving glory to the Lord for his protection and the way that God was looking out for him, even in times of distress and even when his enemies were rising up against him. But as we go through and we look at the story of David, you don't really see a whole lot of tremendous, outlandish miracles that take place. You don't see the Red Sea dividing or a bunch of plagues going and afflicting David's enemies or anything like that. What you find is people. You find God utilizing people to help David. And that really comes out in our reading today in chapters 19 through 21 of 1 Samuel. Over and over again, it's people that are helping helping David. Of course, the ultimate glory goes to the Lord, but the Lord is utilizing these people. It happens with Jonathan. Jonathan kind of stands up for David and kind of defends David to his dad, Saul. Michael actually has a household idol that she make it look like David's in his bed, sick, to try to avert the people that were sent by Saul to come and get David. You see also Ahimelech giving David some bread, even from the bread of the presence from the table of the presence, the table of showbread. Time and time again, these different people are being used and they're being utilized in order to defend David and to keep him protected from Saul. And that's something that we should keep in mind. Oftentimes the Lord uses people to work out his good for our lives. And that's where the church becomes so important. I think sometimes we might have the idea, especially as Americans, being as individualistic as we are, we might think, well, do I really need to be plugged into a community of believers? As long as I have a relationship with God, God's looking out for me, and that's all I need, really. My Bible and God, that's all I need to really live out a spiritual life. But when we have that mind frame, what we're doing is, our frame of mind, we're basically disconnecting ourselves from the resources that God could readily use to bring about his purposes in our lives. And so it is important to be plugged into community, plugged into God's people, because that seems to be, and this plays out even in Scripture, it seems to be the primary way that God uses to bring blessings and benefits into our lives. How did he go out and have the story about his own son, Jesus Christ, proclaimed? Through people. People telling a story. And those people telling a story. And they telling us, and them telling a story, and it just spreads. It was through human vessels that the gospel story was spread, that salvation had spread to all people, and we see that even happening today. So let's, have a close relationship with God. Let's, read our Bibles, but let's not neglect also the people in our lives that God can use to bless us. And looking at it from the other way, let's be people that God uses to bless others and be open to the will of God in our lives in order to strengthen our community, strengthen the blessings of God's people, and to ultimately fulfill God's plan and purpose on the earth. So with that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.